they robbed me again, and they tried to kill me.
Who was this robbing?
I don't know. Some people came with the car and hit me, and I lost all of the robot tendons in my left foot. I lost my teeth. I in a coma.
Feel ke midunam is an elephant.
Yeah.
Hamadi feel chiye.
This is a long story.
Oh boy.
Mr. Farokhzad was there as well.
Fereydoon Farokhzad.
Fereydoon, and I knew that he can make a mess. And I asked a few of friends of mine that you guys
keep an eye on
him. Wherever he goes, you go with. But I'm a very simple, very humble guy. And whatever I learned from Sufism is to be dust.
It's August 20th, 2026. This is Roqe. Well, hi there. Welcome to episode 457 of Roqe. I'm Jian Ghomeshi. Hello to you. Salam Dustan Aziz, Durud bar Shoma. Hope you are doing okay wherever you are tuning in from around the world. This is an end of summer special pre-taped episode as we gear up for the launch of our new season of Roqe. On Thursday, September 10th, it'll be the 8th season of Roqe we're starting. And on this episode, we want to share with you one of our absolute favorite guests at a very memorable interview, originally recorded on July 11th, 2022 in our former Roqe studio. He was one of the brightest young stars of Persian pop music in the 1970s until the Islamic Revolution changed everything, from chart-topping hits to driving a taxi cab in Toronto, from pop stardom to the mystical poetry of Rumi and Sufi music. This is quite a remarkable conversation. We think about exile, identity, reinvention, and the enduring power of music. One of the true gentlemen of Iranian culture, the legendary Soleyman Soley Vaseghi Redux. Let's get to it. All right, let me tell you about Avoca chocolates. This episode of Roqe is brought to you with the support of Avoca. And they have a brand new location in Toronto. We have been thrilled that this small non-Iranian company in Toronto has stepped up to support us in these last few months. Noni Fembi and her staff at Avoca have been making handmade artisanal chocolate in Toronto for over 30 years. Family owned and operated, they have dedicated themselves to the art of making delicious treats, including truffles and ice cream and gelato. Made without compromise, Avoca has focused on high-quality ingredients with fair trade chocolate, all made fresh daily in one of their two locations in East Toronto. They've just opened a brand new spot at 689 Broadview Avenue in Riverdale in Toronto. If you are in the Toronto area, go visit one of their great chocolate shops and thank them for their support and taste these delicious handmade chocolates and ice cream and gelato. If you can't go in person, you can get their products online at avocachocolates.com. That's avocachocolates.com. Thank you again, Avoca. All right, let me tell you about Stellar Law. Today's episode of Roqe is brought to you in part by Stellar Law. Stellar Law is a boutique litigation firm based in Toronto, founded and led by Rana Nusrat Panoh. The firm represents businesses and professionals in commercial and contractual disputes, particularly where relationships have broken down and the consequences are significant. Stellar Law's practice is grounded in careful analysis and strategic decision-making. Much of the work involves contract disputes and shareholder conflicts and complex business disagreements that require both legal precision and practical judgment. Rana and her team are known for approaching these matters with clarity, with focus, and a deep understanding of what is at stake for their clients. For those navigating serious disputes with real commercial impact, you need a lawyer? Check out Stellar Law at stellarlaw.ca. Thanks again to Rana and the team at Stellar Law. And if you are Iranian, do note that Stellar Law operates in both English and Persian if you prefer to deal in Persian. Well, I'm excited to say that here in the Roqe studio today, we have a real Iranian musical legend. In recent decades, he's been known for his unique blend of spiritual and Sufi style music, but as well, if you were a fan of the Rangarang or Mikhake Noqrei programs back in the 1970s, you would know my featured guest. He's an Iranian-Canadian singer, composer, songwriter who was making a big name for himself in Persian pop music before the revolution of 1979. Take a listen to this. There you go. The hit song from the early 1970s, Halake Divana Shodam, that's the voice and musical work of Soleyman Vaseghi, or Soley, as he has been artistically known for many years. Soley was born and raised in Tehran. He studied sociology at the University of Tehran, but his love for music led him to a long life career in creating and performing. He began his career in his early 20s and was quickly introduced to a wider audience as a pop singer by Fereydoon Farokhzad. Alongside his singing career, Soley also composed music for himself as well as other legendary singers such as Shahram Shahpare, Gugush, Leila Furuhar, and Ebi. The 1979 Islamic Revolution eventually caused the exile of Soley from Iran, and he migrated to the West, first to Italy in the 1980s, then to Canada in the mid-90s. But Soley's love for Iranian music has never wavered. In exile, Soley began to conduct extensive research in Persian literature, poetry, and different kinds of music. In recent decades, he's been practicing a wide variety of vocal styles, including spiritual, mystical, Sufi-styled works. Soley is just coming off a big outdoor concert here in Toronto this past weekend, and right now, Soleyman Vaseghi Soley joins me in the Roqe studio. Hello, sir.
Hello to you, Jian. I'm very happy that you did invite me to be here to this conversation and interview, and I'm very excited that we can talk about the, like a historia.
Your history, your distinguished history. It's such a pleasure for me to see you. I've wanted to do this a long time, and we agreed beforehand that we're going to do this in English. If you want to answer in Persian at some point, you're welcome to do that, although I know your English is very fine because you've been here for many years. No, it's fine. Although I do notice that you've cut your hair.
Yes.
Are you becoming a serious person now?
I had some illness and I was in the hospital and so. And after that, I found out that my hair is losing my.
Oh, it's falling out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And try to cut it off because I had a long hair.
You're known for the long hair. I've only ever known you with long hair.
Yes. But now I'm happy with it. It's so easy.
You're very professional now. I'm joking, of course. What's it like performing live again after the break that the entire world took for COVID? How does it feel to be preparing and doing concerts again?
Yeah, that's very exciting. Because I did lots of live performance, live concerts, live even live recording on the stage.
Yes.
When I was doing the concert and so, and I did it a lot, and I like it because you are facing with the people, and in my case, I don't want to, I don't like lots of people, 1,000 people, but around 500, 800 people that we can communicate with them. You can look at them, you can share something with them and ask him to share with you and come to sing with you maybe sometimes. And this is a very, very good moment that, I'm trying after 2-3 years now because of Corona and so. This is the first time and I'm very happy.
It makes you... it feeds your soul, feeds your energy to be able to be in front of people?
In this last 2 weeks that we were rehearsing and practicing and so, every other day, I felt I'm more ready to do that, you know. And right now, I feel very good because I decided, because of the suggestion of two my musicians, that after years and years, maybe 45, 40, like 50 years, I'm gonna sing one of those two old songs.
Yes.
One is Harke Divane.
Well, I'm going to ask you about. Well, let me ask you about it right now,
Okay.
because it was interesting to play that.
Exactly.
Harke Divane Shadam, what with you sitting here.
Yes.
Because it's obviously a long time ago, and it's even a different phase of your life, your pop music phase. What do you think about when you hear that song back? I was watching you as we were playing that song. You closed your eyes, your head was moving. What were you thinking about?
You know, with all of the songs that I sang it till now, there is a moment that you are getting involved with it and getting something that's going under your skin. And this feeling, whenever you hear it, it's coming back to you, you know. And very interesting. حال که دیوانه شدم میروی, you know, one of the songs that in 1355.
1955.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, 1355. 2 years before revolution, 3 years
77,
before.
right.
Yeah, I had a journey to Afghanistan with my girlfriend. She's my wife for 45 years now. We were in Afghanistan, in Kabul, and we visit the legendary music, Afghan music, Jalil Zaland, Mr. Jalil Zaland Ustad, and his wife and family. And we had 2 nights, one in my hotel, our hotels, and one in their house. They invited us, and bring the musician, because we were asking that we need a robab and tabla to buy and take it with us. And the musician with the robab and the tabla were there, and having a beautiful night till morning. And I had a tape recorder, small tape recorder with me, and I recorded whatever happened that night. And when I came back to Iran, I made some of those melodies for the recording. One is Harke Divane Shudam Miravi, and one is Gol Sib.
Yes, another hit.
Yes, Gol Sib. And some of them is in that album, Incident, Roqe, that we recorded.
Re-released, yeah.
Exactly the time that the revolution was.
Yes.
And in Tehran, and I put it there, and all those songs was hits, you know.
Yes.
Everybody liked it.
Everybody knows that song.
Knows that song.
By the way, Harke Divane, now that I've become crazy, right? Is that the translation?
Yes.
And do you? But I'm curious, when you listen back to that, given all of the music that you've made in the ensuing decades, very sophisticated music in some cases, very deep spiritual music. Do you listen back to this and roll your eyes a little bit like, oh my God, that was such silly pop music? Or do you love it still?
No, I love it still, but was not the music that I could rely on it and grab it with me that I'm this singer, I'm this. I was more than that. You know, I couldn't stay for those.
You don't feel like it showcases everything that you can do.
Yeah.
It's one side of you.
Exactly. And I did try many things, many other style of the music, like a very modern music, like making a song, composing on the new form of the poetry in Iran, like a
Yes.
Sohrab Sepehri
Yes.
and so. And this is what happening to me. I started from very childhood with singing Quran.
Yes.
But later on, I came to the Talare Rudaki Hall, the opera hall that was opening.
Yes.
The opera house, and they were, hiring the choir, and I had a voice. I passed the exam, and I went to the choir, opera choir, and in there I learned solfege, note, music, and 7 years of.
How did you get into the choir? Were you already a good singer?
No, because I had a neighbor who was working حسابداری چی میگین؟
Accounting.
in to Talardaki, and he was always listening to me. I'm singing and running and playing and going and came to me and said, Talardaki is hiring
Looking for
the choir, and you have a voice, you should try it. And I asked my father, and my father right away, go. And
But hang on a second, because I have to tease this part of the story out, because it's very interesting to me. Because you first come to public attention in a big way in the 1970s as a pop singer. But you were born in the 1940s into a very spiritual family. In fact, I feel like looking at your life journey, the kind of music that you are involved in the recent decades is much more return to who you were when you were first born and when you were first growing up. Tell me first, because you describe it as a spiritual upbringing, a spiritual family, which sounds different from religious. Is it? Tell me how you describe a spiritual family.
There is there is nothing talked about that much about it. When you are growing in the family with the old tradition and all the situation they have. My father was a big Sufi, and he was open. My sisters. All university and without any cover, and
he was a Roshan Fek Sufi,
very, very clever. And he said it's in your gene, and when it's something from out there is calling you, you can get it, and you go after it. And this is my situation. After revolution, I stay in Tehran.
Yes.
Because I said, okay, something is changed. I have to see what is going on. And I have lots of invitation from New York, Cabaret Darwish, and from Los Angeles, here and there. And I said, no, I want to be here.
Sergeant, let me come back to that. I want to come to after the revolution, because it's a big moment for you. But before that, so this spiritual kid who goes to this, I want to draw the line of how we go from the spiritual kid to the pop singer on Rango Rang, because it's very interesting to me how that evolved. So we were at Rudeki Hall. Yeah. You're in the choir. Where do you first start getting involved with pop music?
When I was in university, I was I have a what you call it, licence چی میگین؟
Bachelor degree, yeah.
Bachelor degree of the
sociology. Yeah.
When I was in
By the way, why didn't you study music in university?
I don't know. This is sometimes I think that if I was going to the conservatoire and sing, learn music, I could do many things. I don't know.
Or you might be less special. Maybe it would have put parameters on your creativity.
Yeah,
it would have suppressed you somehow.
I know. I'm not sure, but what's happening? In university, I had a chance to go to, they call it فعالیت‌های فوق برنامه. any action over the whatever you do in the university. And there was some musician famous there, Ustad Parviz Atabaki, Dr. Reza Narman, and lots of people. And
University of Tehran?
University of Tehran, yes. And they made a choir there, and I was there as well. And we rehearsed 2 operas, Takht Jamshid and the others, Fateh Babel.
When we say opera, yani
Opera,
واقعا.
and with the big orchestra, and the conducting bit was...
شما مگه آپرا میخوندی؟
این تالا رو دکی.
بچه بودی؟
No, این تالا رو دکی. When I went to the Tala رو دکی.
You were singing
opera,
wow.
choir, opera, and some small roles.
Even more interesting that you end up on Rangarang. So, so this is where I'm going. Keep going. Yeah.
That was a good term of time that I had, because I learned a lot. But in university, with the conducting of Ustad Isfandiar Munfarizadeh, we rehearsed operas, and I was playing the role of the big Kahin Buzurg, what you call it, big Ayatollah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you're singing arias.
And that was a huge experience for me.
Yes.
And for the university, because the exercising and preparing for that night was 1 year.
Wow.
1 year, and swing the dresses for all the choir and all the artists, and so that was amazing. And we played in the front of Shah and Farah.
Shahpani.
Yeah.
This would be the 1960s, I guess, right?
I cannot.
Well, you're probably in your early 20s when you're doing.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
So how do we go from there to your first hit? I have to play a bit of this because it's very funny to me.
Yeah.
Hamadi Fil is your first hit song in 1971.
You know,
can I play a little bit of that?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Shad. Play this a little bit of. This is Soley from 1971.
Yeah.
Hamadi, Hamadi, Hamadi Fil, Hamadi, Hamadi, Hamadi Fil, Hamadi, Hamadi, Hamadi Fil, Hamadi, Hamadi Fil.
I love it. So that's 1971. By the way, I don't know. I have no. I much میشم فارسی ولی فیل که میدونم is an elephant.
Yeah.
Hamadi Fil
Yes.
چیه؟
This is a long story.
Oh boy.
You know, I was singing. I was young, and I was going to Kakh Javanan here and there.
Yes.
And with the other young musician around, we were playing music and so.
By the way, you're a kid from a spiritual family who's just sung in an opera. And now we get to this song, so it's amazing the style variety.
Exactly, it's very upside down. But I was going to the Kakh Javanan and singing with the other musician. There was a young musician there, beautiful pianist and composer, Mansour Iran that we lost him last year, unfortunately. He was very talented, and the story is they gave him this poetry that he has to memorize it, okay? And for memorizing that poetry, he started to make a song on it to take to him. And when the song is coming and it's written, there is a place that we need something to repeat as a tarjiman. At the time, he was reading a book. The book is Hamadi Fil, written by Aziz Nesin, the big writer, Turkish writer,
Okay.
is like years ago, yeah. Aziz Nesin wrote this, and he was singing, reading.
Does it mean something in Turkish, Hamadi Fi?
No. Hamadi fil is like a. Did you ever heard about the Gushpost Notre Dame?
Oh, yeah, the
Gushpost.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, yeah.
This Hamadi fil character.
Oh, it was a name. It was a name.
Yeah,
Hamadi. Oh, okay.
Is the same character as Gushpost.
Okay.
Big body, goosh here.
Right. Hamadi
Zesht.
Fil. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And Mansour put this name as a repeating
Chorus,
choir in between this song. And I and came to me and said, I want to give it to you sing it.
Right.
And I sang it, and I was in university. I was in Urdu camping, summer camping for the students, university students from around Iran. All of them from Danishgah Shiraz, University of Ahvaz, Tabriz, wherever.
Yes.
Mashhad, ever. They call it every week, about 700 to 800 student, Dokhtar and Pesar, girl and
Lovely. Yeah.
together for a week, and there was just a week for the girls, no boys.
Right.
And I was singing this melody with the student orchestra that we had from Madrasa Irtibatat University. A few people, students who could play some music. Together we were playing, and from the Radio Darya, Mr. Shahrukh Naderi and a few people like that came to make a
Recording?
reporting from the Urdu, from the camp.
Okay.
And saw me that I'm singing, and the students are very happy.
No
with
way.
it.
They discover you at the camp.
Yeah. And they asked me to go and record this song, and we want to play it in the radio. And Parviz Atabaki, God bless him, he has a studio Tanin in Tehran. And he asked us, come to my studio and recording this song. And we were recording, and then after I went to the radio and TV, and
You become a pop star.
yes.
I mean, we can still watch it on YouTube. You're on all these TV shows, and you've got these hit songs. That must have been quite a transition for you. You're
big one, big time, yeah. But because somehow changed my career. I didn't go for the whatever I study in university.
Right. Soley, let me ask you this. But, we've done a lot about music on this show, and about the history of what happened in the 20th century with music, and especially popular music, pop music in Iran, and the really difficult stuff that happens after the revolution, the decimation of the pop music, and there's no industry at all in the 80s and 90s after the Islamic Revolution. We tend to think of the 1970s as this amazing, fertile time where popular music, pop musicians, artists like yourself, like some others, are emerging, and it seems like there's the growth of something really exciting and promising. In other words, it seems like a really, really great time to have been a pop singer in Iran before the revolution. Was it as good as it seems?
Exactly, because there was a opening or starting like a TV in Iran. TV studio and TV. Then all the سازمان رادیو تلویزیون
Sure.
ملی ایران.
Yeah. The national
These
TV
are
and radio.
These are the big opportunity that has having a different shows like Rangarang, like Mikhak Roqe, as you said, and like a Qarib Afshar show, and I was in all of them. That was the opportunity, and there is a bunch of chance, and some young musician, good musician,
Yes.
that who could make a melody, make a songs, or who can good acting and rehearsing the music.
Yes.
There are beautiful, and that was a good chance and good opportunity for years.
Yeah.
And after revolution, the situation is completely changed. I don't know. You want to?
We'll get to that. You were also, you become this pop artist that's well known. You're singing solo stuff. You're performing with Abby, etc. But you're also writing for other. Tell me about where the composing part came in. Where you start to become the guy writing songs for Gugush or for Abby.
This is a good story. At the night of my marriage in the University of Tehran club, there was a few Afghan guests in my list.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was Mr. Ahmad Vali, one of the very Afghan musicians, very famous. And Mr. Farid Zaland, at that time he was playing tabla with me in the cabaret Miami and Bakara and so.
Farid Zaland was playing tabla.
Tabla with me, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good musician.
Yes, of course. But I think of him as a keyboardist or the piano player.
No, piano player. But at the
he was
time,
playing tabla. Yeah.
tabla as well, yeah. And there was in the party, and Ahmad Vali was playing the music for the guests with the harmonium that he had. Right there, I bought that harmonium from him.
Oh, wow.
And I
On
said,
your wedding night?
yes, I want to buy this instrument. And he sold it to me. And with that instrument, that was the first instrument in my life that I had. And I had it in my house and playing with it and do something. And I started to make a song for myself. One of them was on the Hafez poetry. ای باد نسیم یار داری زان نفخه مشوار داری. And at the time there was a guy in Iran, French Brazilian, oh my goodness, I will
It's okay,
remember
we can
him,
come back to him, yeah.
And he was one of a very good musician, and he was playing with the rock band in the club. But slowly he came to the industry, the music industry, Iranian industry, and starting to
Write songs?
No, what you call it, tanzim kardan.
Arranging songs, yeah.
Arranging the songs for the all. And he was one of the that who understood me very good. And he started to arranging the melody for me, and then after I made a song for Khanum Gugush. He arranged it, and I made a song for Abby that I think this is one of the best melody I made.
Which song was that?
It's Shab Zakhmi. Yeah. and the others, you know.
Were you writing specifically for these artists, or would you just write songs
No,
and then decide
for
that?
them, because Shab Zakhmi was a title of the movie that myself I had you know تو شریک بودم پول گذاشته بودم چی میگی بهش مثلا سرمایه گذاری کرده بودم in انگلیسی investing the money in there, and me and Eric, the guy French Brazilian, he made a music for the movie Shab Zakhmi, and I made this song, and on base of this song he wrote for the whole score.
Wow.
And yeah, Abby sang it.
But did you know? But you wrote it for Abby.
Yes. Yes.
So you would write a different kind of song for Abby and his voice than you would for yourself, for example?
No, because I made another one for Abby and Nelly. Khoda midanad. And for Arif, but at the time we were recording in the studio, Arif couldn't attend, and the part of Arif and asked Abby to you sing it.
Wow.
And Abby sang the Arif part, and Khoda midanad. I'm
sure, yeah. I mean, the amazing thing is that at this time, like all of these names are icons now, of Persian music.
Exactly.
And you guys were all hanging out together, running around together, making songs, singing songs together. It's always amazing to me.
Yeah,
and
somehow.
you were, just to make sure I got this correct, did you sing at your wedding with Fereydoon playing the tabla?
Oh yes. I was singing, and Mr. Farokhzad was there as well. Fereydoon, and I knew that he can make a mess, And I asked a few friends of mine that you guys
keep an eye on him.
Wherever he goes, you go with.
Had you'd been on his show by this point?
Oh yes.
So he was a friend,
such a good friend, such a talent guy. Oh my goodness! And he was like a very serious guy for the production and acting. He was like this, and when he's coming in the front of the camera, smile coming out.
Buoyant personality.
Oh,
yes,
beautiful.
Yes, yeah. I wish I had been a little older and had the chance to
visit him,
meet him, or interview him. It would have been incredible if he was still around. Yeah. All of this sounds like, again, such a time of excitement, positive energy. It's kind of like when we had Farmaz Aslani on the show, and he's talking about his debut album is 2 years before the revolution, and CBS Records is there, and there's all this excitement in Tehran. And your case, Soley, is really another one of the most heartbreaking when it comes to Persian pop music. You were this rising young star. Then, as the revolution of 1979 is happening, Islamic Republic basically decimates pop music for at least a decade or more.
Yeah.
Take me back to when you realized that with all this potential, with all this excitement, with all this newfound stardom, with all the musical, the creative juice that you're getting from all of this, that suddenly overnight your career is pretty much over because of the change in the government.
Yes, somehow. But, I had beautiful friends, musician friends from the childhood. One of them is Mr. Kamran Khashe. That Kamran Khashe is the son of two beautiful artists. And he went to the conservatoire, and then after he came out with the group of Gugush from Iran, because they didn't let him come, because his father was a chap, was a communist.
Right.
Gugush asked that they let him come with me, play a bass with me, and so when they came to the France, I believe, with the Martik and was there to play with Gugush. Suddenly, Kamran came to Martik. I'm going. Where you are going? I'm going to Italy. I wanna go to study music. And went to the Italy and Florence, and now he is a professor in music. And at the time that I was telling you out there about the revolution, the time that everybody was in the streets, hoorah, Shah, and so, Kamran came to visit Iran at the summertime and asked me, there is a musician lady, Italian lady, in Tehran tonight, because she was at India and coming back to the Italy, and tonight she's in Tehran. Can you book the studio? And what she's playing, tampura, Indian instrument that they keep playing just a chord sound, background sound. And I booked the studio, and we went to the studio. And this Roqe incident album, it's after that night, the lady went, and tomorrow night, at three nights, we went back to the studio with those songs that I told you that we were in Afghanistan. A cappella, Felbedahe, we start to play and sing.
Defiantly. But you couldn't release these songs. There's no radio that's going to play the songs now in the early 80s.
No.
You can't play any concerts, right? I mean, you don't go to Italy until 1986.
Yes.
So for 7 years, you're in Iran. And what was that time like for you?
Yeah. The Roqe, when it was ready at the time, we distributed with the cassette at the time. And that was very good because the students, university students, they knew me from the camping and university and here and there. They will like it very much. And after that, after the revolution, no, I didn't have any chance to sing here and so. But I was happy that something happened. I want to see what is going on, but terrible. I'm sorry, man. Anyway.
So when you're still in, I'm curious why you didn't leave Iran sooner. You could have, I mean, there were people who left right at 1980, go to LA, go to somewhere, and you stay for a while.
Yes.
I mean, some didn't leave. Of course,
years,
famously,
yeah,
Gugush didn't leave, but you stayed for a while, and then you go to Italy. Tell me why you stayed in the beginning.
Why, as I told you, because I was very surprised with this changing, and I was waiting to see any result of it, what is going on, what's going to happen. And then after, story is too big, too much. I had a club, video club, at that we were renting the video people and selling the
video cassettes?
Video, Betamax,
VHS, videos, yeah.
We were selling it as a قاچاق. قاچاق نمی‌دونم چی میشه.
You're smuggling.
Yeah, illegally, yes. And one night, they robbed my club. I had
Sorry, this is after the revolution.
Yeah,
This is in the early
yeah.
80s. That's kind of audacious, isn't it? I mean, you're Soley. The people know who you are.
Yeah.
And you're doing this stuff. I mean, it's
You
dangerous.
know, they
right?
robbed this club. that I had it to Sharik Shimia. And they robbed everything. And I bought like this, nothing. I don't have anything. Then after, I started another club. Another club with two people.
These are underground clubs, obviously.
Like it, yeah.
No, you can't do this publicly.
No, public, and people renting the video. People coming and rent a video of tomorrow. Come
خب مگه میشد بعد از انقلاب؟
there was a few
Okay.
opportunity like this. And the second time, they robbed me again, and they tried to kill me.
Who was robbing?
I don't know. Some people came with the car and hit me, and I lost all of the robot's tendons in my left foot. I lost my teeth. I in a coma. I wake up in the hospital, and my foot for years, left foot for 1 year, is in the cast.
Wow. That's why you walk with a cane?
Yes. Right now, and I have arthritis as well.
Yes.
But after that, I said, no, there is no place to live here, to be here.
Oh my God! Wow, what a
And
the ups and downs of life, huh?
Yeah, and I went to the Italian embassy, and the Iranian people working there, they knew
Recognized
me,
you?
they recognized me, and right away gave me the visa, and I came out and went to the Italy to see that Kamran Khaje. And in the Florence, we rented a studio, and we went to the studio and recording the album of Water.
Yes.
It's based on, sort of Seperi.
Yes.
And so. And then after, with that album, I went to the Los Angeles. To Los Angeles, when I said I want to
Release
distribute
this.
this album, everybody laughing at me. This is not making any money for you. You are crazy, or whatever. And I said, I decided. I have my decision, and I don't want to sing all of the old songs. This is my way. And when it's done, it came out with the cassette at the time.
Sorry.
And my wife and children, they arrived Turkey and they to Canada, because my mother-in-law and father-in-law living in Canada at the time. And I came to Canada as well, and I said, I don't want to come over. Everybody, this is... And
In a way, it feels like the easy thing to do. I don't want to take anything away from the pop stars who did their work in the 80s and 90s in LA. But the easy thing would be for Soley to go to Los Angeles and make some shisha hash music. And
Exactly.
So you chose a more difficult path.
Yeah, because
Did you ever have a moment where you thought, maybe I should just go and start making
Never.
music with Andy or whatever? I mean,
never, because right now, at this time, I'm thankful of God for two reasons. One, how He helped me to come out from there. And then after, how He helped me and pushed me to come to Canada. And in Canada, this is a story that when I came here, I started to experience something else, distributing the magazine. Here with the Mr. Hassan Zerehi, I'm sure you know him. And the other guy, a friend of us, Bijan Binesh. We started new magazine, Sayaban, and we take the Sayaban name from the Sorab Seperi, because it has a beautiful poetry in the name of Sayaban. And at the time there was two nashriye, two newspaper in Toronto, Albors and Iranian. They both gone. And we distribute this Sayaban for 3-4 years. And that was a very artistic and cultural magazine.
But it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off because you know that the LA route could have possibly made you a lot of money. And the safety of having the cushion of, the money and all of that.
Yeah.
And you end up, let's be real about this too, which is you end up driving a taxi for many years in Toronto. And I don't want to take anything away from taxi drivers. I think it's a very honorable profession, but that's tough work. That's tough work.
It is
10 to
tough work.
12 hours a day,
Yes.
7 days a week, from what I understand.
Yes.
You were driving a cab.
Yes.
Soley, the pop star,
Yes.
comes to Toronto and for 2 decades drives a cab.
Exactly.
A lot of people would see that and think that's a really hard turn in your life.
Everybody could see that and say that he's a crazy guy. He is a crazy, goddamn crazy, that you are working behind a taxi and you can go on a stage and
How do you respond to that?
The response is, I was myself. I was free of any obligation here and there. Money from the cabaret. I didn't like to go to the cabaret again. I used to sing it in Miami cabaret, whatever other one, but I didn't want to go because I felt I can do something else. I can do something else, and I started here. I found out the Khanera, Sufi house, and when I started to go there, and I realized that what was my father talking about.
The spiritual path.
Yes, it is. And because of this driving a taxi, that was some moments that you are by your own.
I was going to ask you what you learned from being a cab driver.
A lot.
Tell me what you learned. Because you did it for how long?
22 years.
22 years.
Yeah. Because we have to have some money to live.
Sure.
My wife working hard, and I was working.
You would have met a lot of interesting people over 22 years driving a cab.
Yes.
Tell me what you learned.
When you are going to after the Sufism lessons and experience, it's telling you that you should try to relieve from your own thought and your ego, And in that time, I was doing it because I was solely top.
Yes.
But I could see myself, poor baby, and that was a time that I was find myself big time.
It's amazing.
And in the Khanera as well, I started to sing. To sing with the people who are playing it's Iranian style music, sunnati, music sunnati, and with daf and so on. And I started to sing with them a cappella. Open the book, and whatever they are playing, I try to sing with them.
It's such an inspiring. Honestly, I mean, it's really sitting here listening to your story. It's very inspiring to me, a story of a man who's committed to being honoring himself. Who he
Yes.
wants to be, rather than material goods or what society expects you to be or whatever. But along the way, were there times when you were angry? Were there times when you were sad or pissed off? Like, look at what's
It's everybody.
Vaziatamana, I was this star in the 70s, and because this revolution happens, and now I'm driving a cab.
Exactly. But you know what I learned? Whatever is happening is in not your hands. It's happening, and you are in the what you call it. You know, you are through these events.
فارسی بگم.
یعنی اینجا تو قاطی اون اتفاق هستی. خود اتفاقی یه جورایی، ولی نمیدونی چی میاد. یه مثل هست تو ایرانی میگن که هر چی که اتفاق افتاد صبر کن ببین نتیجه‌اش چیه. میدونی چی میگم؟ و این اتفاق من تجربه کردم. I experienced it.
But you do make decisions along the way.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it. I mean, you decided not to go to LA.
Exactly.
You decide to drive a cab.
Yes.
There's other jobs you could do. I mean, so it's not just what's happening to you.
No.
It's what you're making happen too.
Yeah, but at the time of decision, there is something happening to you that this is not in your hand. As I told you, I'm thankful to God that pushed me from Los Angeles to here. Because right now I can tell you that you've seen a lots of mess in Los Angeles, in between the big artists.
Yeah. Being a big artist doesn't necessarily mean you're happy.
No, they're happy, they're making money, and they don't care, I don't know. But I couldn't do that. This is me. But after that, whatever I made it, I wrote it, I composed, it's completely different. Whatever you are listening to from the Los Angeles is different.
Yes. Let me play a little bit of that.
Please.
I want to play something. So as we've talked about, after the revolution, the music that you embody and you become attracted to and you play and you write decidedly becomes more, I would say, Eastern, more New Age, more poetic, even flavors of Indian Sufi music. New Age albums that you make that are inspired by the poetry of Rumi, Hafez, Roqe. Let me play a little bit of, I love this. This is a 2012 performance of a piece called Golzar Damidast. Golzar Damidast. This is Rumi, right?
Yeah.
Let me play a little bit of this.
Yeah.
This is live from 2012.
This is from this album, Rangin Kaman, Rainbow.
بیایید بیایید که دلدار رسیدن که دلدار رسیدن.
I get chills listening to that. I think it's amazing. From 2012, along with the Iranian National Choir and Orchestra, that's Soleyman, Soley, Vaseghi, and the piece entitled Golzar Damidast, based on a poem by Rumi. Tell me about that piece.
This is one of the songs from the third album after Revolution. Third album in the name of Rainbow. That I made them here in Toronto. I composed them, and I didn't have anybody to share with them or ask him to do the arrangement for me, and so. And this is a big story. Anyway, I found a guy.
There's always a big story.
It is a story.
But it's awesome. You've got a lot of great stories. Don't
exactly.
Please tell them. Yeah.
My aunt's nephew was getting married in Washington D.C. and asked me to went there, to go there, and I put my harmonium in the car and with one of my friends that who could play a little bit tumbak.
Okay. Not Fereydoon. He's not
No,
playing
no.
tombak this time.
We went to the this wedding party. At the wedding party, we were about 5-6 family of the damad, groom, and big 250 guests of the
The bride.
And asked me, Mr. Soley is there, sing. With the harmonium and this tombak, we start to sing. And in the middle of the singing, I saw that one of this فیلمبرداری چیز دارن فیلمبرداری میکنن. It's zooming on me badly.
The videographer for the wedding.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. And when it's done, finished, the guy came to me and said, I was one of the cameraman in the TV Iran before the revolution. And I realized you that I شناختم تو رو, I know you. What are you doing for now? What are you doing? I'm here, and I know the guy. He's a good musician. I want to
Introduce you.
introduce to him. Okay. Introduced to him, and I gave some of my songs, the album, and Roqe. He brought it to him to Washington. The guy listened to it, called me. I want to work with you, Ferhan, and invited me to Washington. And in the middle of the winter, with the bass and Roqe harmonium and Vaseghi harmonium, I went to Washington, to the Mr. Jamshid Bastani house. And they got very excited, and so, and started to arrange these songs for me. And recording in Washington, and some came to the Toronto, recorded here. And the guy, cameraman, know who was? Mr. Hamid Mansour, the father of Rana Mansour.
Oh, wow. In D.C. That makes sense.
Yes. Yes, such a beautiful guy, such a nice guy, and I love Rana as well. And this Jamshid Bastani was the teacher of Rana for piano playing.
Yes.
That was a good اتفاق
Yes.
happening. And we made this and distributed here and there, and that was
When you, with something like this, Golzar Damidast, do you? It's different from writing a pop song. I mean, you've got this poem, this great poem from Rumi. Do you actually sit down at a keyboard or with your tar or something, or are you imagining the melody? I mean, how do we go from that poem to what we just heard with the orchestra?
I know a little bit play piano, harmonium, and here and there. And I made the song when I was with the Jamshid suggesting me, come and we change the rhythm. We put it, they call it rhythm lang. This is in this rhythm is on 5. Normally is on 6, on 4, on 2. There is no, in Iranian style music, Sunnati, you can hear more lang rhythm, but not in pop in Iran.
No,
In
of course
the
not.
pop, yeah.
But the melody, na, 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 is that you?
Yes, I love it.
But do you write it? Do you just come up with it in your head?
I know that I can write the note, but there is no need.
Yes.
When I make it, I sang it, I can't sing it, and the Jamshid write it down.
And do you, when you read the poem, I mean, that probably wasn't the first time you read that Rumi poem, but say it was, do you hear the melody in your head? Where does it come from?
Yeah, somehow. Exactly. Do you remember that I told you I made a song for Abi Vaseghi?
Yes, of course.
I was sleeping. But believe me,
You saw it in your sleep.
I was in bed, and I had these boards, and with the boards I made it, and I started tomorrow morning, play it on the instrument, and came out. Yeah. Let me tell you something about art.
Yeah.
Art is origin, is in the gene, in your body, in your head, in your soul. You cannot teach art. Whatever you can teach is technique, is, whatever, the technique of singing or playing. But you cannot teach him how to make a song, how to do this.
You can't teach creativity?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wouldn't that mean that only some people can be artists?
Yeah.
You don't believe everybody could be an artist?
Everybody can do something, not musician. And not they do the music. They can.
But some of this you're saying is innate, is natural. It comes in the DNA.
Yes.
It's not something that we can socialize, that we can learn.
No. If you learn something, the instrument playing now, if you had it in your gene, it's come out. It's coming out.
It's interesting that you should say that, because I feel like some of the newer music, when I see you make it, I feel like it's almost, I don't want to overstate this, I romanticize something, but I feel like it's transcendent, like you are somehow spiritually involved. Let me play a piece from 2017 called, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Della Moshtaq Didaram. Yeah. Let's play a little bit of this. This is Soley live in 2017.
دلا مشتاق دیدارم غریب و عاشق و مستم دلا مشتاق دیدارم غریب و عاشق و مستم کنون از ملقا دارم من اینک رخت بربستم کنون از ملقا دارم من اینک رخت بربستم.
See, what's amazing to me when I watch the video of you singing that, and see you live, your eyes are closed, you're cross-legged on the floor. It almost feels like, I don't know if you're not thinking about technique at that moment. You're involved in the music.
Yeah.
Your voice is like an instrument. Is it a different Soley than the guy who would be singing the pop song in the 1970s?
More mature. I'm the same Soley, but now I know better. I know a few things more. I can feel it some things more than before. I can get touched. I can touch. I can sing. I can be a good listener. When you are listening, your value is not the less than the singer. When you are a good listener, you are artist. You are an artist. I'm the same. There is no difference in me. But
when you're performing that song, Soley, how much are you thinking and how much are you feeling?
There is no thinking time there. It's more than thinking. It's out of anything. It's craziness. Like I'm telling you, when you
like a دیوانه شدم.
Yes, it's like a دیوانه شدم. دیوانگیه. This is the craziness. Actually, when you sing such a songs, When you are singing pop music, there is no craziness in pop music because it's every night repeating, repeating. But in this case, there is no tekrar, repeat needs.
Wow.
If you do it tonight and one month later in another place, it's gonna be different.
It's improvisational to a certain extent.
It's like an improvisation. It's not exactly improvisation, but you can feel it that sometimes you can change the things. Yeah.
Sounds like you would get bored singing the same songs the same way every night.
Oh, terrible. No, I hate tekrar, repeating. I don't like it.
It's such a pleasure getting to do this with you. I am so enamored by your story, by you, by your gentility, by your it is. I've been looking forward to doing this, and it has been everything that I could desire. Let me ask you a couple of final questions.
Please.
In terms of the way you see yourself, you come across as very humble. You know, I introduced you as a legend.
Yeah,
Do you believe you're a legend?
not really. But you know, when you name me like this, you are looking from out of me, outside. You are not looking just at me and my production. You are watching me with the whole picture. But I'm a very simple, very humble guy. And whatever I learned from Sufism is to be dust.
What do you feel like you still want to accomplish musically?
Accomplished, what do you mean?
Good question. I don't know. What do I mean by accomplish? What on your musical journey do you still strive for?
You know, I never decided to do this, to do that. Whatever it comes, whatever it came to me. And when you let yourself humble and be easy, you have a chance to, a few things come to you, you get this, but you push it back, this one. This is the situation I have. And right now I have a few ideas, if I get a chance, to recording those things. It's different as all of these, you know.
You're gonna go into hip hop? You're gonna start doing some rap music? Or?
Not my son do it, the rap music beautifully,
Sure.
writing rhyme and
It's poetry. It's poetry.
Poetry,
Yeah.
yes. And the recording and the music, he's doing it very good. But not rap music, but you know, I can rehearse just reading the poetry without any music, because I tried and I have experience in poetries, in literature. My diploma was adabiyat, and I can sometimes if you go to YouTube, there is a performance. There is a Sohrab number 1, 2, 3, 4 that we did it
Yes.
a few years ago.
Yes, I've seen it,
in
yes.
a church. And a few young people like Shahab Baradaran, Guru Daire, and so with the Reza Muqaddas, and so they play some music
Yes.
based on Sohrab Sepehri's. And then after Mr. Ghulam Hussain Nami talking about the painting, Sohrab Seperi's painting,
Yes.
and he was amazing. And one of the best things that he said that night, said, when you look at the whatever Sohrab is painted there, the mind of Sohrab Seperi is not there. This is that side that is nothing in there.
I didn't get it.
The mind of Sohrab Seperi when was painting and drawing whatever the tar, mind was to the empty side, not whatever you
Interesting.
see. It's interesting.
It's really interesting.
And this is all about that you do something and you don't know the result. The پیشواک چی میگن؟ انعکاس.
Reflection. Yeah.
You don't know what is coming to you when you do something.
You've so beautifully embraced your own journey.
Yeah.
You know, are you someone who has any regrets?
Never.
No regrets.
Never. As I told you, I'm happy and I'm shukr, thankful. Thankful whatever I am right now.
We could learn a lot from you.
I'm nothing but if you want. but I'm try to say, there is nothing that you can change. There is nothing. But when you accept it, you are open to many other things. To get from the whatever it comes or reply to it.
Well, what if someone wants to change the world for better?
Yes. The better is whatever you do with yourself and people around. You should be kind as you are kind to your own. You should be kind to the others. You should be loving yourself. You are loving yourself. You should love the others as well, without any
Conditions.
different, black, white, bala, pain, whatever. It's come and it's around you. It needs to be look.
I'm so grateful for the time today.
Myself.
Merci واقعا merci.
من از شما ممنونم. Thank you very
خیلی
much.
متشکرم. خداحافظ.
خدا نگهدار. شب خوش.
And there you go. From July of 2022, that is an interview with the great Soleyman Vaseghi, Soley, in our former Roqe studio. God, I love him. In recent weeks, dear Soley turned 80 years old. He is a precious treasure of our community. And by the way, he was the first winner of the Roqe Media Icon Award in 2023. This is Full Time for Roqe for today. The new season of Roqe launches Thursday, September 10th. In the meantime, thank you to the amazing core team who put this show together each week. Super Parisa, Savvy Roham, and the photo and video queen Tina Farahi. Special thanks as well to Smart Pega, Charming Kimia, Talented Anahita, Methodical Kaveh, and the Rising Keon for all of your help. Next week, Kamiar on this summer-ending edition of Roqe. Well, on that summer-ending edition of Roqe. Thank you to all of you out there for supporting us and sharing our content. Please subscribe. It is free to subscribe on any or all of our platforms, including Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Telegram. You can find us on Instagram at Roqe Media. You can find me on Instagram at Jian Ghomeshi. And as ever, remember, Mizun Bashi.